Sunday Night Live. Unc and Chico back once again after a big-time Buff victory in Arizona, baby. Here we go. Y'all join the conversation. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, from the thousands in attendance and the millions listening from around the world, it is now time for the best damn sports show you ever seen in your life right here. Coming to you live and direct, baby. It's Sunday Night Live. Big Dog Chico and Uncle Neely. We out here in these streets. Unc, what's happening?
Hey, baby, you was in them streets, and you is just like these Colorado Buffs, which is just like Master P. You make them say, "Oh, nah." Hey, where you in them Arizona streets at, baby? Where you at?
Man, I'm still out here stuck in Arizona in a good way, though. But I'm out here. So I had to come check out this spot in Scottsdale, Arizona, about 2 hours away from Tucson. I got a couple friends that do YouTube videos out here, and they doing their thing. So I said I'm gonna come out and get right in their area in the neck of woods and see how they do their thing before I head back to the islands. You know,
That's what I'm talking about, Chico. Man, do the damn thing. It was good to see you this weekend covering the Buffs. Got some, little joint content together. Got maybe look. Let me just start right here, dog. It's Sunday night.
Yes, sir.
It's live. And you got Uncle Chico. Ooh, I got to give a special shout out to Glass House Optical. Stacey Marie, I got bad news. Broke my shades.
You broke some shades?
Man, I left Arizona with a W, but when it came to the Lens game, I left with an L. I got to get a replacement pad. I'm going to have to just hit Stacey Marie this week. Got to hit her up.
If you guys want to hit Stacey Marie, you might not be as lucky as Uncle Neely or get the same type of VIP service, but you can still get that VIP type quality eyewear if you just hit up glasshouseoptical.shop. It's right above my head right there virtually, and you can go there and find you some good custom luxury frames just like Uncle Neely is wearing right now.
Absolutely.
In a major way. All right, if you want some Goonsville clothing, y'all know where to go. Go holler at Goonsville Clothing and get you some. Our guy Petro taking care of everybody out there. Shout out to DMVR, RK, and Jake. They rock it also. Uncle Neely and everybody else, man, who's showing love to Goonsville. I was out in Arizona, right, coming from the game, and randomly, and I sent this picture. I think it's been posted now on Instagram, but randomly I see this girl, look like a college student. She walking by. She has on a damn Goonsville hoodie. I said, what? I had to say something to her. She thought I was the craziest person. She was like, what are you doing about that? I said, wait a minute. I reached in the car. I pulled mine out. And she couldn't believe it, man. She almost went crazy, so I had to take a picture of it.
That lets you know it's catching on and spreading, baby. Goonsville.
Yes. That's crazy. So shout out to Goonsville. And I was able to wear. Go ahead.
I was gonna say MJD Originals. I got that on the Letterman windbreaker. Rocking that tonight. Y'all see the on the side there. So shout out to Melvin. Custom stuff he can send you to as well. Always supporting Uncle Chico with the jackets and the hoodies, you name it.
I wore my hockey jersey to the game too. Shout out to the CU aunties. Yeah.
Hey man, I'm tell you something about them CU aunties now.
They real, ain't they? With it, they come with it.
It's a couple of them some CU nieces. So them ain't no aunties.
I saw one on the. Well, shout out to all of them, but I saw you meet new ones every game. And I was like, wait a minute, you an auntie? I ran. Okay, I'll see you.
Yeah, I think a couple of them was some nieces.
Yeah, so but it's growing though, definitely, man, to see you aunties and all the support for Colorado. I ran into some people with some Shiloh and Travis jerseys on. They look like they could have been some aunties also unofficially, but they were from California and Michigan. So a lot of support for Coach Prime and the Buffs. From all over the nation, man, and all over the world, because I posted a picture of a few of the guys who were supporting Alejandro Mata from Mexico. They came all the way up from Mexico, they said, just to come to the game.
I bumped into folks from Germany who were here for the game, and man, all over the United States, people traveling in, don't have a degree or any kind of credit hours from Colorado, but are just big Coach Prime supporters and big supporters of the student athletes on this team. And man, every time you go to a different school to play, you meet more and more people who just catching on and riding that wave and are totally down with it, man, like 4 Flat Tires.
Yes,
Once
sir.
again, though, Chico, once again,
Yeah.
after we beat somebody, now they start saying, well, they weren't as good as we thought they was.
Sorry, a motorcycle went by, but they say this team is not as good. Colorado beat them. They were supposed to beat them. It was a problem like that. But you said something interesting on DNVR when you said that
Speak on
every team that Vegas had us losing against, or every team that had us winning, we won. We won those games. And we have to win some games that they have us losing, correct? And we've done that also. And now we're putting ourselves in position.
Let me break it down to the people out there.
Break it down to the bone gristle.
I don't care if you playing Pop Warner Little League, or as Coach Pollock called it, midget ball, and we told him you can't say that, you got to say little people. I don't care what level of football you playing. If you want to win a championship, here's what has to happen. You got to beat everybody you supposed to beat, and you going to have to beat one, maybe two people that you ain't supposed to beat.
Right.
That's the only way you get to a championship. And what has happened this season is everyone that we have been favored in. I'm going off Las Vegas now. Going off Las Vegas. Everybody that we have been favored to beat, we have beat. We weren't favored to beat Nebraska, and we lost. We weren't favored to beat Baylor, and we won. We weren't favored to beat UCF, and we won. The list goes on and on. I just don't know when people are going to wake up and just accept the fact that, you know what? This is a damn good team. You have BYU and Iowa State. They're both at 4-0. And then you got about 3 teams that are 3-1. One of the ones that we have is a loss to Kansas State. And they're in that 3-1 group in conference. But they also lost the game. They lost to Utah, I think it was early on in the season. So they have a conference loss. Having said all that, we're right where I told you we was after the Nebraska loss. We're still in it to go to a bowl game. We're still in it to go to the Big 12 championship. Nothing has changed. This man, this brother, Deion Sanders, Coach Prime, has taken a 1-11 team to a 4-8 team, now a 5-2 team. I don't know when people just going to recognize you got a damn good coach, damn good recruitment going on, damn good coaching going on, damn good student athletes. This is a good team.
Yes, indeed. Good team with a lot of support, as you said, with the CU aunties and everybody else checking in from all over. So anybody that's checking in and wherever you're checking in from, make sure you put it in the chat right now. Let us know where you're supporting and watching the show from, whether it's the city, state, country, whatever you want to put in the chat. Put it in there, show that support. We should have our Arleywood segment later on tonight. We'll have our Goon of the game. We'll have our top 5. What we had, our top 5 cereals.
Oh, yeah, we got to get the cereals in. Got to get the cereals in.
Top 5 cereals in, baby.
Let me say this, Chico, because this is about love right here.
Yeah.
I just got home. You ain't home.
Right.
You ain't home. And we still gonna bring you Uncle and Chico live. Had a wonderful time taking the bus down to Arizona for the game, the DNVR pregame show bus. Because the drivers have a number of hours they can't exceed. We did some content in New Mexico, stayed the night. Then we went on to Arizona the next day, did the same thing coming back, did a live show from the bus, leaving the game, did a live show from the bus this morning. But hey, Uncle and Chico, it's Sunday. It must go on. We ain't got time to be tired. This is 4th and 1 on the goal line. Ain't no we tired.
We like Travis Hunter. We Travis Hunter, baby. We don't get tired.
No. Travis Hunter and Kevin Gates, them 2 folks that do not get tired. There's a lot. I think I saw Australia go by. I saw Bahamas go by. There's some nice check-ins coming in.
Yes, indeed. A lot of hometown places of the players out there. We got Montgomery, Alabama checking in.
Love
Birmingham checking in.
Love the
Definitely. 757 Virginia, now. And Texas, Huntsville, Alabama. Shouts out to y'all too, man. But we're going to recap this game. I was able to attend this game, thank goodness. Matter of fact, I'm going to go right here first, just in case you guys don't know. Now,
And they say that we only together on Sunday Nights Live.
We here right now, baby, in the flesh.
It's live.
Get you some.
Hey, see y'all Sunday night. We're gonna recap this game, recap this victory about to get. All dubs. Jameson.
You called it, Unc, right there, baby. You called it.
Let me tell you something. First of all, you was spiked out, meaning you could have tripped the referee. I saw that official behind you. You could have tripped him. You was on the field with the field access. I saw the love. Second to that, yes, you see in that clip, game hadn't started yet, and I told you we're going to win this game. And, Chico, let me tell you something. When we recap this game as we take it quarter by quarter, you know when I really knew we were going to win this game, Chico?
Tell me.
When they tried that onside kick to start the game.
That's to start the game, so you knew it from the get-go.
Dog, that's a fear tactic. That's a fear tactic. They were trying to steal a possession, which let me know right then they felt that we have to get more possessions than to win this game. So we got to do some trickery up front. I went into this game confident because of the preparation and coming off that Kansas State loss and wanting to get that bad taste and that monkey off our back. So I was fully confident. But when I saw their players like, yep, we got them. And that was before we even recovered the ball. That's before the play didn't even work. When they just lined up to attempt it, when it went that way, I was like, oh yeah, we got this.
And it looked like it was number 26 that recovered it. I couldn't really tell. Was it 26?
Yeah, I couldn't tell either when they all start dogpiling. I couldn't see it.
But shout out to whoever made that recovery. The spot that he was in, I can speak on that spot because that's where I used to be at on special teams, right there on the hands team or the kickoff return team, was that spot right there on the end. And coach would tell you, you better watch that ball getting kicked off. That's your responsibility. So if you go early, that's going to be on you. So that's a great job by that guy. I wish I could spot him out wearing that 26. Dang, I need to look at the roster to see who that was because it could have been
why you look that up, man. Shout out to Tommy Robinson, Coach Tommy Robinson,
on top of things,
coach, for having those guys, because that wasn't even like the hands team out there, but like you said, position by position, from gunner all the way across. Just having guys coached up to be ready that anything can happen, and anything did happen, and it happened to open the game, and we were able to recover it and thereby got a short field. Had a couple of plays that really didn't do too much, but that third down play, I think it went to Western. Next thing you know, we're scoring, on that opening possession. So it was 7-0 before you know it, and they kind of gift wrapped us that opportunity by trying that onside kick.
Yes, indeed. Yes. So I think it was Brendan Hood, the freshman out there, who did his thing and made that recovery. And as you said, went down there, a bomb to LeJounte Wester. And I think that was on third down also. So we was facing coming off the field after a sack, I think it was also we giving up. The only one we gave up on the game on that possession, hit LeJounte Wester, go down there and punch it into the end zone. And then also we went up 14-0 on that following possession, and we scored on that little pitch to Draylon Miller, the freshman, also right behind Jordan Seaton. So freshmen get a chance to play and contribute. What you see?
Whoa. You said a freshman scored behind a freshman?
Yes.
All the knock on Coach Prime is that all he do is recruit the portal. He don't recruit no high schools. And you telling me you have freshmen not only out there playing, but they were making plays and contributing?
Yes, indeed. Definitely. Right in front of my face. I saw it with my own eyes. So everybody out there,
you don't know no Martin Luther King.
Yes, I did. Came around the corner, hit me in the chest. All right, but I saw it seriously though with these two freshmen getting into the end zone and really contributing to this team, man. And I think that, like you said, is a testament to this recruiting staff and this coaching staff to get these guys ready to play also. To get out there and contribute. So shout out to Draylon and everybody. Saw Cash Cleveland get on the field.
This is one of the games we really ain't got to break it down quarter by quarter because it was so inept on the opponent's side of the ball, not a lot to talk about. And you just got the sense, man, particularly when that score kept staying 14-point lead, that, we were going to have command of it. And this ain't I told you so moment, but, on the DNVR pregame show, they asked what we were going to win by. I said 17 plus. So they got accomplished. I had us at 2 touchdowns and a field goal.
Nice. And they have a big time field goal kicker too. I said he's gonna come out there and get him a miss because he's gonna be trying to overly do it, and he actually hooked it. I like that kicker though. I think he's like 81 0.5%, and that's like top 3 in college football as far as his percentage. But he missed that against us, and I think that continued to give that momentum that we garner on the offensive side, and then on the defensive side, getting 6 sacks, really getting off, and Keaton Wade coming in there, first time playing this season, coming off the injuries, and I looked up and it was number 27 getting sacks back there in the backfield, causing havoc on Noah Fafita.
Yeah, just a testament, man, to his perseverance. Been battling injuries really since he got here. His twin brother is one of the backup QBs who also got in the game toward the end. So you had both brothers, a set of twins out there playing. But for him to come from the injury, stay engaged, always working, always getting the treatment that he needs to be getting, doing the right thing, never complaining, never being and moaning, man. It just shows what tenacity will get you when you stick to it. So shout out to him. You also had, I think, Sam Okinola had two if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
BJ Green had a big game, with tackles for losses, and Bentley caused a fumble. The defensive effort in this team. Let me just stop right here now, Chico. Let me just stop right here. Chico, you might want to put it. You might want to just put it just on me for a second. You might want to. I don't want you to get caught up in this. I don't want you to get in this. Once upon a time, about 9 months ago, when Coach Prime hired Rob Livingston, y'all didn't know what the hell was going on, complaining, what is Coach Prime doing? Hiring this guy who has never been a defense coordinator, hiring this guy who's never put together a defensive staff. This ain't what we need to be trying and giving nobody no opportunity. We need proven people. Little did you know, Coach Prime had vetted this guy. He came highly recommended from some NFL networks. Coach Prime put him to the test, gave him some film to watch, and said, tell us what you would have done differently. And now fast forward, here we are, mid-October, and this brother's put together one of the best defenses in the nation. When you look at the scores, Chico, you can come on back on here so you can get part of this too now.
I could have been on there anyway.
I want you to hear these scores, Chico. I want you to hear these now. Hold on, Chico. Hold on. Stay right there now, Chico. We coming with some facts and some figures now.
Yes, indeed. Y'all let us know what y'all think in the chat right now.
I'm gonna give you some numbers. 19. Hold on. They're trying to rob me. Chico. My facts and figures. 19. You got 22, 23, 22, 61. 61, Chico. These are the points that Arizona has scored this season. But when they played Colorado, only scored 7, and I think that was in the first quarter.
Yes, sir.
Before this game, nobody has scored more than 7 in the second half against this defense. Once again, I think we're going to have to wake up and just acknowledge that we got a hell of a defense coordinator. We got hell of a position coaches throughout that building on defense, and we got hell of talent as well. Because this defense, man, it might be in there now and then, but it don't be breaking.
No, dog. And they had big time sacks, like you said, BJ, Sam, pressure up the middle from Chico and Shane Cokes and them. Amari McNeil also played well. You saw the other big guys get in there, Taufik and Anquin Barnes get a chance to play. Linebackers. I'm not going to skip ahead, but we also got some young guys that we'll talk about later on too. But
look, the Lord don't promise nobody nothing. Lights might go out. Talk about them now. Give them their flowers.
Shout out to my guy Goldberg getting into the game, the freshman, getting his first chance. I was able to catch him by the buses, and I'll post that sometime this week. He gave his reaction. He was able to get in the game. Cash Cleveland, another freshman, was able to get in the game. You had guys across the board out there able to get in the game. I just wanted to shout them out once again. And y'all be on the lookout for that coming up soon.
Shout them out again after the serial. Don't stop shouting them out, because those guys, particularly Cash and Goldberg, they come to work every day. They do their job on the scout team. They're grinding in the film room. They're in the team meetings on the edge of the seat, chomping at the bit for that opportunity. I think we took 6 linebackers to this away game. And so there was going to be an opportunity. It had nothing. Here's one thing people need to realize. You're looking at the score and think a lot of these folks got in because of the score. They traveled to get in no matter what the score, because Bentley or Nikai Hill Green might get banged up or need a breather. So this opportunity for them to play was going to exist regardless of the scoreboard because they put the work in and they're ready to perform.
Right. And here are some stats right here for you guys to look at and understand what went on. LaJohntay Wester led all receivers, 8 catches, 127 yards. Will Shepherd scored once, a beautiful, beautiful play that was reviewed. He scored, got 1 foot down. He had 4 catches, 54 yards, 3 for 18 in the score for Draylon Miller. Travis didn't play the second half after the 2 catches and 17 yards. That big first down, too, where Shedeur hit him on the end route. How is Travis? I saw Coach Prime say a little bit just banged up, basically. So they got him out of there once they knew the game was in hand. How is Travis and what's going on?
Oh, man,
see him next
Spears
game
are high. Spears are high. He knows he's going to be fine. He knows he's going to play. He knows the season is not over. He knows this is, not something that quote unquote requires surgery, just requires rest, excuse me. And so, as you just said, articulated there, this was a game of, hey, man, we don't have to have you right now. Let's get some rest.
Right.
I hope the same thing occurs against Cincinnati next week where you can pull him and he can get some rest going into the next bye week because this young brother, has an exceptional future ahead of him. And this team has an exceptional season ahead of them. And so there's no need to, have a Travis Hunter out there who needs some rest on his shoulder when you're up 28-7, 21-7. Like, why is he in the game? So after halftime, he didn't come back with his helmet on shoulder pads and got some rest and will rest up some this week. But he's a phenomenal athlete, phenomenal talent, and he's going to be just fine in that regard.
Yeah, man. Shout out to the offensive line. I saw several different combinations out there protecting Shedeur Sanders. And so, I just want to shout out to them guys once again, too. Kareem Harden from last year. Phillip Houston also playing out there side by side with him. Tyler Brown graded out the highest in PFF grade that we saw. I think he had the highest grade on the team for this week. So shout out to what he did. And Jordan Seaton and also Hank Zielinski's out there. We had one tight end. I thought he was going to be seriously hurt after he got rolled up on Sam Hart. But after getting on the bike and seeing the trainer, he was okay.
He had to sit out the rest of the game. Shout out to Sam, man. Had a positive attitude about it. There are going to be some things schematically that were going to happen in that game with Sam Hart that we didn't get an opportunity to see because of that injury. But again, it's one of those almost like a Travis injury. It's not something that's going to derail his season. So you remember Sam was a Colorado native, but was at Ohio State, transferred back here. Wonderful person, wonderful player, talented athlete. So looking forward to him getting the ball in his hand as well as helping out with that pass protection for the tight end room as well. So he just got a little nicked up in a little leg injury and had to do the right thing and sit out the rest of the day.
Yeah, good. Big Savelle Smalls had a catch also at that tight end position. Morgan Pearson got his first target I saw. Probably could have had a touchdown too had he connected on that. But Shedeur Sanders, 23 of 33, 250 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. I think if you look at the film, everybody would say, okay, we'll give him that 1 interception that he threw. Or you could also argue that it could have been on the receiver also, whatever, but just a misconnection. It happens in the game. But the one that popped up in the air that was batted, that was kind of like a fluke pick. You won't see that every time. So, I think he has 6 on the year now. Uh-huh. So it's still a low number, still high for Shedeur Sanders if you look back at his previous stats from previous years. So, I think that the ones that he have, though, if you look at him, still ones that you can just fluke interception. One bounces off a leg, one bounces off and goes in the air. So
that was early in the season. It hit somebody's ankle and bounced up.
Right. Yeah. So you see those crazy type of picks with Shedeur, and that's why that number stays low. But overall, still, man, had great command of the game. The offense looked pretty much unstoppable once they were passing the ball. And I was just happy to witness that. I will say this though, coming into the game, I felt it was an aura of that quiet confidence. What did you feel like that the sense from the team in the locker room before the game? Because I kind of felt like that quiet confidence. It wasn't even too rowdy or anything like that, but maybe I missed something.
No, you didn't miss nothing. You spot on. Just ready to play, man. Wanted to play Kansas State again the next day on Sunday. Couldn't wait to get to this game. You know, you put the work in. You know, you take a loss against a very good team in Kansas State. You had to lead with about 3 minutes left, lose that ball game by 3. So the whole week you can't help but be ready to get out there and play some ball. What I loved about the week in the locker room and everything that you're asking is that unlike last year's team, when you would suffer a loss and have some finger pointing at different units, all the units and the individuals of those units were pointing at themselves. You know, you had the linebacker saying that was on us. You had the running back saying that was on me. You had D linemen, you had offensive linemen, you had quarterbacks. People were taking responsibility, including the coaches, and that's what you love to see in a team. And so we went into this game focused, confident, ready to play it, knowing that when we have the ball and opportunity, we can get it.
Yeah. Once again, let me see here. We got some more things to shout out. I see y'all in the chat right now going crazy. Let that troll if he in the chat. You know what I mean? They're part of the ecosystem. I got an early goon of the game for myself, and I'm gonna give it to my main man, Colton Hood. And one, because he can get him a Goonsville hat as a consolation prize for not getting 2 touchdowns these last 2 weeks on those interceptions that he got. One, he was tripped up by his own man, Friendly Fire. This one, as Uncle Neely, I heard Unc say earlier, he ran out of gas.
Oh man, look, I went right over to him. I said, my brother, you went from a 4th and tank to on E in 10 yards. He said, Coach. He said, you ain't never lied. He said, I was blowed. I said, now Canadian field, if you had about 20 more yards of width, you probably would have got on in there. But that sideline came up faster than he was expecting. But I don't know how much, because you know, you keep in mind now, he came down one sideline all the way across the field down. He had run about 80 yards.
Probably more than that. The field 53 yards.
Yeah.
About 80 or 85, 80 yards, like you said, and just ran out of real estate to get that touchdown. If he keep it up, keep that streak going. You know, we'll take that, get close, get the pick, and then get the yardage. And I think Shador and the offense can handle it from there. So shout out to Colton Hood, man. He's gonna be my goon of the game. If Petro can't get on, then we can go with that, man. Shout out to Colton Hood once again. Who we missing out, Coach?
On what regard, as far as players who get some stickers and some love?
We got to get some shine. Who we missing out?
It's all over the place, man. When you get that kind of, go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna say, I was gonna say who I think you was gonna say. Big 2-1 Headache Gang CEO. Got to give him some shout out.
Absolutely, man. That bounce back game, you know, to shake the haters off and the rust off, and people want to dismiss that he had been sitting for weeks. You know, got to get back into game shape mentally and physically. Coming off a bone break, an injury, and went back into this game, man. And he was, you know, Shiloh Sanders again. And when you look at what Cameron Simon Craig did, Sam Okinola, BJ, the block bully, like you can go all over this defense and find out accolades and helmet stickers to go to. Same thing on the offense side of the ball, that receiver room. LaJohntay Wester, Will Shepherd, everybody just ready for their name to be called. Same thing with the running backs. You know, you look at the total yardage, you know, you may have some dissatisfaction there as far as what your eye tells you. But the run plays that were called and the aggressiveness that we tried to run, shout out to Coach Lee having those backs ready, man. I think it was just clear cut up and down. You beat somebody like that, it just shows your team is ready to play. Your team is talented, but not just talented, Chico. There's some depth because you saw people getting opportunities and there was no drop off in the performance.
Right, man. Now you said something I want to just make sure I clarify and I bring up and I spotlight, and it's going to be another segment on the show. It's called helmet stickers. Who we giving helmet stickers to? If y'all don't know what helmet stickers are, these are like awards after each game that they used to put on the helmets of the players. Ohio State made it really popular. If y'all check out the Buckeye or whatever they put on the helmets of theirs. So that's going to be our segment after each game. Unc and I are going to give helmet stickers. That's going to be our shout outs and spotlights of the players. Let me see here. Shout out to everybody in the chat. We see you guys. We see haters in the chat also. We appreciate it. We're going to get ready to go to our entertainment news. We don't know what it is either. Unc don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. We're going to go to it. We're going to go to Hollywood. We're going to do our top 5 cereals of all time. Old school, new school, whatever it is. Make sure you put them in the chat right now. Your top 5 cereals. and we need some suggestions also. But I got a good strong 3. I'm making sure my draft going to be on Neely tonight.
I'm gonna say this. Is the entertainment reporter they on? They ready?
Yes, they're ready to go.
All right. So while you bring her on, remember this week you get first pick on the cereal. You better come correct. Is all I gotta say. You better come correct.
All right. Let's go. Here we go. Let's go to Hollywood.
What's up, everybody? How is everybody today?
Man, no, put them back on. You got the frames of the week.
Yeah, I'm telling you, you keep coming with them every week. Glass House Optical.
Let me see the shop frame of the week. Was it got like a little leopard print, cheetah print design or something on them?
Killing them.
Oh, no, a little sign for the people. What's up to all the people?
That's all right. I like them. Hey, super fresh Hollywood reporter from Hollywood. I gotta tell you something.
Yes.
You see these frames I'm rocking.
Those are nice, and they would look much nicer on me because they match my hair. I feel
we'll work on that part. But while we're here, shout out to Glass House Optical. But there's a reason I wore these tonight.
Let me say why. Why?
I just need you to ask why. Perfect. I just need you to ask why.
Uncle Neely, why?
I met and interviewed MC Hammer this weekend in Arizona. Hey man, look, let me tell you something. I done interviewed a lot of folks. The Rock big time, man.
He big time.
When I got ready to interview Hammer, I said, dog, give me a minute, give me a second. Let me gather this. Let me get to, because this is MC Hammer. Yeah, this is MC Hammer. You talk about an entertainer? You talk about an entertainer?
Please, Neely, don't hurt him.
Neely, did you put him in the mix? Hammer, Hammer.
I put Hammer in the mix. Oh! I saw Hammer post game, and this is what I said to him. He was walking out, with his people, and I played like I didn't see him. They were over to the side, and so I was talking loud. I said, "You know what? I ain't never in my life begged nobody for nothing, but right now,
I'm about to be.
I would get on my knees and say, please help me.
Yeah.
Don't hurt.
Let me ride that donkey.
He knew exactly what that was. This the snippet from that video, right?
Please don't hurt him. Don't hurt him, Hammer.
Don't hurt him.
All right, entertainment report. What you got?
I'm doing my hammer dance.
Ollie, don't hurt him. Say, Ollie, don't hurt him. What's your favorite MC Hammer songs? Put them in the chat right now. Your favorite MC Hammer song, put them in the chat right now. Now let's get ready to go to Hollywood.
What's up, you guys? It's so good to see y'all. Congrats on the win. Woo woo! Way to go, Bucks.
Appreciate that.
I just wanted to come on this evening in entertainment world and ask you guys if you saw Tyra Banks rock the runway.
I did not, but I bet Chico finna pull it up.
I don't think he can. Can you pull it from where you are, Chico? I hope so.
Let me see.
Let me tell y'all, Tyra Banks had not hit the stage.
See what I can do.
Yeah. Can do like this. And we should play that music from Neely. You know what I'm about. You know the music I'm about. When the kill the rabbit.
Yeah. Old school Bugs Bunny. Yeah.
Old school Bugs Bunny. Yeah. Okay.
They start whispering, Leopold.
Y'all.
I said, hey, Tyra about 60s, 80, 50 something.
But she fine, baby. She came down that runway like wet.
Tyra Banks says she was 40 to 50 pounds heavier at 2024 VS Fashion Show than at retirement. Here's a picture of Tyra right here.
I don't care what nobody says. She looks good.
Yeah, most definitely. I see you, Tyra.
She got them girls out. She was like, hello. So Tyra Banks left the stage about 20 years ago, and she's been, she had her own show for a while. She has said that she is in talks to come back with another show. We're just not sure what that's about. She didn't give any hint. She talked about, having to deal with that, almost starvation to be a part of that whole model world. But I just want to tell y'all, it is nice to see when the more seasoned ladies come out and show these young girls how it's done. So shout out to Tyra Banks, and y'all, she got a son and she got a boo that she is really excited about. Have y'all seen her boo?
No, we certainly ain't seen that.
Mm.
We wouldn't be. You know, let me tell you something. I'm never gonna type in on my Google bar. I'm never gonna type in Tyra Banks boo. I might type in Tyra Banks
booty.
Yeah, booty, but I ain't finna type in Tyra Banks boo. I ain't interested in that.
Well, it'll be interesting. Those out there in the world typed in that Tyra Banks. He's a man. He's a man. It's a man.
Oh, you got to make sure we say that right. What's a man? Not Tyra Banks.
No, Tyra Banks is dating a man. He just
okay.
He don't look like any of the three of us, but
he older, younger?
He just. I mean, she didn't say, and the picture appears. You can't tell with us next to them. You know what I mean?
Oh, he a white man.
Yeah.
Just say white man. He's a white guy, white man, Caucasian.
Yeah.
It's okay.
That's the description. He looks older than her.
He does, but you can't tell with us now. That's what I'm saying. People think they thought I was my cousin's child today. Is she younger than me? So,
well, you drink a lot of water.
Tyra Banks, 49, the younger boyfriend, 45, holds hands in Paris as they attend the Louis Vuitton men's show.
Oh, so he younger.
Damn. I thought he was about, I'm not gonna lie, I thought he was about a good 60, 55.
Yeah,
dang, he 45?
Yeah, that's
Miss TN said, didn't Naomi throw shade with a drag queen on her story? No, I don't know.
I'm gonna go look that up. I just know that Tyra hit the stage. Everybody was all excited. She did a whole walk. She had this cape. She's flailing the cape. She's killing it. Confetti's coming. I want that to happen in my life. I want to walk somewhere and they just throw confetti at me. Just not hard, like it's gonna pop me in the eye, because that would be my story since I'm in comedy land. But they dropping it down. And so shout out to Tyra Banks. Just want to let y'all know she's not coming back to the runway, but she is coming back to television. So stay tuned for what is coming. I don't think it's another model show. She's talking about the possibility of going into like real journalism, which I don't even think we have that anymore in this day. But something like it. So
Tyra, hey, look, I'm happy for her, man. Tyra Banks was iconic back in the Disney. We grew up on her, grew up with her, rather. Who else was it? Tyra. I'm not trying to compare people. I'm talking about some names that are iconic as we were coming up. Tyra. What's the one that married Mike Tyson? Robin Givens. They were all in that kind of model scene. Black girls shifting into acting and modeling and singing and dancing and all that. Yeah, I remember old Tyra Banks with that forehead pushed, the hairline pushed back.
She did, because she was on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air for a while. She played Will's girlfriend.
Yep, she sure did. Before Neil Long came, she sure did.
They was her homegirl from Philly, and they went to school together. So Tyra's been
Naomi Campbell. You're right. Yep. She was one of them too.
She was. Oh, she was.
Yeah, she was one of those supermodels back in the 90s. That was during that time.
She going through some things too. Right now, Naomi Campbell is in a lot of trouble for her 501c3. So yeah, she don't need to be throwing shade on nobody.
Tell you what, Tyra Banks ain't in trouble for. She had them ladies sitting up nice, and they picked it at Chico.
And welcome to Tyra's world.
Yeah.
All right. Well, there's some Tyra Banks and entertainment news for you right there, straight from Hollywood. Y'all let us know. Here we go.
I had a quick question for you. I was asking Neely, and I don't think I know because I'm new to the game, to y'all's world, to the Unc and Chico show. How do you and Neely know each other?
Man, it's a long story with, it goes back cartel days, but we can't get into that. But if you just want to know, back look at what is that? Back in the day.
And I'm not well enough to know anything is possible.
Yeah, I'm out here in Arizona too, so just know that
rhymes like wait.
That's what it is, and we'll leave it like that. We'll tell you off camera.
Oh, okay, then that sounds good. I'm nosy. I'm a girl. We're nosy, so we like.
No, you're not nosy. You're a reporter.
Thank you.
A reporter is nosy, inquisitive.
inquisitive is better. Y'all have a great rest of your show, and I will be in chat.
Before you go,
yes.
Before you go, not 5, not 4, not 3, not 2. Give me one cereal. Give me one cereal.
Can it be my favorite? Or one?
Yeah, it can be your favorite.
All right. I'm always going to be a lover of the classic, iconic Tony the Tiger.
So straight up, just Frosted Flakes.
Frosted Flakes. Hey.
You can't go wrong with that.
You can't.
You can't go wrong with that. Anybody say they don't like Frosted Flakes, they crazy.
They crazy.
Come on now.
Yeah. Now, do you like them crunchy or you let them get a little soggy?
They have to be a little. They got to be in between. I'm a girl that make decisions well, so the middle works for me.
Yeah.
I was gonna say both too.
No, I like them a little soggy. I'm with you.
You know.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we about to get this cereal draft going. Chico got first pick. We're gonna see you next Sunday. Hopefully we'll see some more Tyra picks too. Wouldn't be mad at that, Chico. If one happen to pop up.
And for everybody out there that want to know the answer to the question Miss Arlie asked, we know each other from the content world, basically. We met each other doing content for Coach Prime. Well, Neely was already doing content.
Actually before.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, it was before that. So, yeah, we just connected like that, and that's how it works.
Have been watching each other's work, and I think what happened for me, Arlie, was when I was looking at the move to come cover Colorado football, someone sent me a link where Big Dog Chico had done a segment on is Neely going to Colorado or should he go? Mm-hmm. And he did it in a classy, dignified, but yet straight up manner. And like I reached out to him, and since then we just been sharing content and that kind of thing.
Cool, babe.
And then he from Bama, so we're gonna hit it all.
We country cousins anyway.
Country cousins. Okay.
Yeah, you gotta say country cousins. You can't say kissing cousins.
I'm sorry.
No, we're not kissing cousins.
Like not very sorry.
Yes, indeed. But thank you very much once again. Tell us preview for next week or anything you got for us.
I don't know what y'all gonna hear next week. It depends on what these people doing in these streets. These folks in these streets.
Well, here's what you do know. Tell them in between time Sundays where they can keep up with your content and the segments you drop.
Absolutely. Check me out, you guys, on Welcome the #2 in Arleywood, because Arleywood is a place and everybody wants to be there. So check me out. Welcome to Arleywood on all platforms.
Go like and subscribe on all platforms. Welcome #2 Arleywood, and we'll catch you next Sunday.
See y'all later.
Yeah. Thank you once again, Miss Arlie Michelle.
Shout out Chico to the 630 plus watching, and y'all kick like on both channels, subscribe to both channels. Saw one question go by from the basement. Yes, MC Hammer, Coach Prime got to chop it up a long time, particularly post game. They really got to embrace and hang out and reminisce. Y'all all remember Pumps in the Bump when the show go off. Y'all can go watch Pumps in the Bump. But it was a great time to see those two longtime friends reconnect. Chico.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, like I said before, children of all ages, dogs and cats, aunties, cousins, and their boyfriends too. We have time. It's now time for the draft, the Unc and Chico draft. I know Unc has been over there getting his list together this whole time we've been in Hollywood.
Got no list.
So
I didn't prep. I'm because you got first pick. Because you got first pick, I'm going off you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. I guess we just got to start it like this, man. Let me look over my selections. Let me look over
you got lists.
All the people in the draft right now, all the cereals in the draft right now. I see who's the clear-cut #1 pick. We got the top 5, and we're going to pick the best cereals. My #1 pick. Ooh, Lord, they got some good ones on here.
No, what's your #1 pick?
My #1 pick. No, we didn't. My #1 pick is the Fruity Pebbles. Now, the Fruity Pebbles. You understand me? Hold on. Let me see if I can pull it up for you guys out there. Might be listening in. I'm gonna try to pull it up. I didn't even think about doing this. You know what? Okay, good. Go ahead, Unc. Go with your pick now.
I like Fruity Pebbles, man. I like the way that by the time you get halfway through, the color of the milk done changed in the bowl. You know, I rocks with Fruity Pebbles. That is a good first pick. However, for my first pick, I got to go with Fruit Loops.
Oh, okay.
Who can Sam? I got to go with Fruit Loops as my first pick.
Can you guys let us know right now? We're gonna go head to head. Fruit Loops or Fruity Pebbles? What y'all got? Fruit Loops or Fruity Pebbles? Put them in the chat right now.
He's just trying to buy time, y'all. It's on the clock for the second pick, and he's just trying to buy time.
All right, those two out. Fruit Loops or Fruity Pebbles. Okay, now I'm gonna hit you where it hurts because I'm not gonna go with the WIC voucher cereal right now. I'm not gonna go with
okay.
I'm gonna go with the stuff that your mama, would buy you just on occasion.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I'm gonna go with the Lucky Charms.
Give me the
Lucky Charms.
That's a good one because there's two cereals in one. You get the cereal, then you get the marshmallows in there. Not mad at that.
2 for 1, baby.
I'm really not mad at that. But I got to go Captain Crunch, my second pick, man.
Captain Crunch.
I got to go Captain Crunch.
I wasn't a big fan of Captain Crunch.
I understand.
Didn't they get soggy real fast?
Man, that's part of life, That's part of life.
Okay. All right. I got Fruity Pebbles in my cabinet. I got some Lucky Charms in my cabinet. I have to bring some chocolate into this. So I could either go Cocoa Puffs or the Chocolate Pebbles. I'm going to go with the chocolate. What's the Chocolate Pebbles called? The chocolate Fruity Pebbles, the Chocolate Pebbles from
I know what you're talking about. Fred Flintstone on the bag.
Fred Flintstone them.
Yeah,
give me those.
They changed the color of the milk too.
Yeah, so I'm doubling down. So I got chocolate, not the Cocoa Puffs.
I'm gonna come at you with a haymaker. Last week, I went with the Cosby Show for my third pick because you didn't pick it in your first pick, so it's still out there. Now, what I'm going to do is smack you back like Diggum smacks. I'm going with Diggum.
No, don't take my. No.
I'm going with Diggum smacks.
I just knew you wasn't going to pick though. That was going to be my fifth pick.
I said to myself, if he don't pick Diggum smacks first, I'm getting him off the board. Give me Diggum smacks, baby.
Man, I'm mad as hell, man. That Diggum have everything smelling like that stuff too, man.
Everything.
Everything.
Hey, and then you mess around and touch one of them and be like a booger. You can't get it off your finger. It sticks to stuff.
Dang, man. No, that third pick is killing me these past 2 weeks. Cosby Show and the Diggum.
Diggum smack, baby. That frog. You smack me and I smack you back.
Said, Unc just smacked it. You know what? What are you doing? Damn. I'm talking to myself right now because that's my cereal that I used to pick first. The Diggum Smacks of everything. But I
think the real name is Sugar Smacks, though. I think that's the real name. But look, let me tell y'all.
We make our own names anyway.
Yeah, let me tell y'all. It's just like Kool-Aid flavors. We don't say cherry, that's red.
That's red.
We go off colors. Cereal, same way. I know the real name is probably Sugar Smacks or something else, but y'all know I'm talking about Diggum Smacks, man.
Phyllis said, Chico, you just lost. Cocoa Pebbles, Chico. That's the name of it, Cocoa
Pebbles.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, Cocoa Pebbles is good now. Cocoa Pebbles is good.
The Sugar Smacks.
Somebody said honeycombs, ... no Diddy.
Honey.
That's pretty clever, though. Clever, though.
Damn. All right. I think we're neck and neck right now, guys. What y'all think? I think we're neck and neck with these three cereals.
I think I'm slightly ahead.
Well, if you're slightly ahead, then I'm going to go with a staple. You feel me? I'm going to go with a staple because I went with wild cards with the Fruity Pebbles, the Cocoa Pebbles, the Lucky Charms. I'm going to go with something that's in everybody's cabinet.
Okay.
All right. No wild card, no nothing. I'm just going to go with, give me some Frosted Flakes.
That's a good one.
Shout out to my brother.
That's a good one. I'm going to tell you this real life, this real spiel, this real rap. When I'm on the cereal aisle and I can't make up my mind, I'm just bouncing back and forth. I say the hell with it. Get them damn Frosted Flakes because I know it can't go wrong.
You can't go wrong.
You
Come
can't
on
go
now.
wrong.
We getting out 10 points. We getting our double with them. 10 points, 10 rebounds.
I am willing to say that you might have retaken the lead with Frosted Flakes.
Let's go.
And my next pick, I ain't even trying to catch up. I'm just being for real. Like, this is just really what I want. And you know, this is like Bronny playing with Braun. Like, I don't care what y'all think about it. I'm picking what I want. When I just got to have it, man, ain't nothing like no Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I don't like those, but I know they're very popular.
I gotta go with Cinnamon Toast Crunch, man.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I see a lot of them out there. This is the final pick for the draft. Somebody said Applejack, Great Nuts. I gotta go with it. I see it in the chat right now. And this right here going to solidify this win, big baby. It's going to solidify the win. It has to. Because it's going to snap, it's going to crackle, and it's going to fucking pop, dog. Give me some Rice Krispies, and let's go home. Because you can make some snacks with those, too. Let's go home and drop the mic. Let's go.
Turn
me up in the headphone.
Yeah. I ain't even going to lie to you. There's a lot of love out there for Unc and his picks. It's a lot of love.
That's how you come back.
And I got to do my fifth pick because I gotta pick my fifth pick. But I got to go ahead and concede. Then when you went with them 3 homeboys of Snap, Crackle, and Pop, it really don't matter who I pick right here. That you don't want this Sunday's draft. So we 1-1. I got you on the TV shows. You got me on the cereal. Yeah. But let me get out of here. You know what? Let me tell you how bad you just beat me. My light went out. Let me just tell you how bad you just beat me with the Rice Krispies. It so don't matter who I pick. I'm gonna pick Raisin Bran. Just get some healthy here. And just get out of here.
You just kneeled the ball. You just kneeled down and said, "Let's go home. Let's go home."
Ain't no need nobody getting hurt, man. Like it's over.
That's a real spill right there, dog. Let's just go home on that one because these Rice Krispies, you can make some treats with them thing and everything. Hey, some honorable mentions though. I just see Jermaine King, boy, you got to be from the projects where I come from because she said King Vitamins. Do you remember those?
If you know what King Vitamin is, no disrespect to you and your family, but you done came home and the light's been off before. If you know what King Vitamin is,
you
came home and there was a letter on your door.
You've had a book of food stamps before, not the card, but a book.
Yeah, oh yeah, ain't no doubt.
You had to tear them things out. You've seen the brown numbers on that thing. Yes, indeed.
Ain't no doubt.
Oh man, that's been another top 5 edition. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. Let me give out a couple other ones. Somebody said, "I take it back, Chico. You got this one." All right,
no, Chico got that. I ain't gonna lie to you. Right, I forgot all about Rice Krispies. Now I'm gonna say this about Rice Krispies, Chico, and this I ain't trying to diminish your win. This is the post-game press conference.
Okay.
And I get to say the refs did this, so I get to come up with some excuses. One thing I will say about Rice Krispies: the amount of damn sugar that you had to add to them for yourself.
Unbelievable.
Like you was eating a bowl of sugar because Rice Krispies wasn't worth a damn on the sweet tip.
I can't believe we did that. I couldn't do that now if somebody paid me to, I don't think. To put that much sugar in there knowingly.
A bowl of sugar at the bottom of the bowl. Just eat them things. But the fact that you can make other treats with them, and I forgot about Rice Krispies.
You got to give them that edge because you can make other things with them.
I do know this though. I know this. In your post-game press conference, you're gonna have to acknowledge. Yeah, I thought I lost when he hit me with Diggum Smacks. I really thought the game got away from me.
Well,
that was a belt ass moment. We just had to take a timeout and regroup.
If I'm having to answer questions from a lot of these reporters that Uncle Neely is now making popular because he's putting the faces with the questions now on these post-game reports, so if I had to answer questions dealing with this draft, I'll say yes, I definitely had to regroup on that Diggum Smack. He had me shook, so I had to go back and just get some solid players on my squad, some guys who I know are going to produce, and that's what the Frosted Flakes and the guys from the Rice Krispies came along.
No, you went classic.
Did,
you went classic. You absolutely
yes,
did. We got a suggestion for next week. They want cartoons next week. That's a good suggestion. I like that. They want
y'all
cartoons.
like that. Next time, do cartoons. Top 5 cartoons. You know what? That is quick. That's a quick one. That's D. D, you got to give us your information. We'll see if we can get you a Goonsville hat sent out to you, courtesy of Goonsville Clothing. Unc, what do you want? Where you want them to hit you at, Unc?
Oh, hit me at Uncle Neely, UNCLENEELY at thepregameshow.com. Uncle Neely at thepregameshow.com. And for your suggestion of cartoons next week, we're gonna send you a Goonsville lid. And Sheila, yours, you should got yours. Or send this. I know it's in the mail on the way. Yours should be there.
That's cold-blooded. There you go, D, in the chat. DE in the chat. See, that's what happens when you guys interact with us on the Uncle Chico show. You can get you a classic Goonsville hat. Let's go give a shout out to the super chats also.
Hey, one before you read that super chat, Bradley Basgall, good to meet you at the tailgate as well, which took place at Bourbon Bent. A lot of folks came through, took pictures with the bus, had a couple libations and some stories. Good to meet everybody there. Glad you checking out Uncle Chico live after having met you. Super chat time. It's on you, Chico.
I'm mad because I didn't know about that. And I didn't go to it. I'm tripping.
Yeah, you tripped out, man. But yeah, I saw you at the stadium. First person I saw. Yeah. But I had to leave it early because we have to get there for the pregame stuff, and the tailgate goes right up into kickoff. So I didn't get to really enjoy it, and so I missed a lot of people because I only got to see the early birds.
Yeah. Well, shout out to Jake from DNVR came up to me and hollered at me. Appreciate that. Wait, also I wanted to ask you about that, Uncle Neely, about you deciding to put the faces with the questions now on the post game and the pressers now. How did you come about to make that decision with the way you're doing?
I think you play ball, Chico, and you old ball coach too. Body language is everything. And I think that sometimes, reporters get to ask questions of people and they get to hide because nobody sees them. The camera, like I don't care if you're watching the president's press conference, the camera's just on the president, and you don't see the body language and the facial expressions, the person that's asking. And so Coach Prime gets, frankly, attacked by the media so much. I said, you know what? Let me take this back to Jack State days where I sit on the side of him for a different reason. Then let me sit on the side of him, and when they ask a question, let me give them their camera time, so people can see, who's doing the talking from that standpoint.
And I'm sure, on their end, it for the ones who might not want the spotlight, well, here it is. You got Coach Prime here, baby. It's a whole different animal. So now you're in the spotlight just as much, but at the same time, they got to take the good with the bad, or quote unquote bad, because they can now upload content. I was telling somebody this the other day. Journalists from 15, 20 years ago now have had to step their game up or evolve with the times, or kind of be still doing things old school way. It's not a time where you get a story, go home and write it, and the next day it comes out now, or you go to a press conference and that's how you do it. No, you get better have your camera ready to record and ready to get with the times and upload now, and then also write your story.
Chico, man, the first time I went live, it probably was 94 or 95, WLBT in Jackson, Mississippi, NBC affiliate. They pulled up a van, and they had to put this big antenna out the roof of the van and run cables into the building. And it was a live interview for the 6 o'clock news. And it was like scheduled a week in advance. It took so much stuff. And it only went Jackson wide. It had no big signal. We sitting here going live worldwide from an iPad, a cell phone. The world has just changed. And that's kind of like what the entertainment reporter Oliver was talking about when she talked about journalists. The world is so open now. Everybody's a journalist. Everybody has a critique. Everybody has a think piece, because everybody, for the most part, I know there's exceptions. If you have internet access, you can get your opinion out there. And of course, that invites trolls as well too. Saw a question from the basement about the hours it took to get there. So basement, great question. What we have to do, because our driver, shout out to Kenny Highways, excellent driver. Our driver has only so many hours he can work a day. When we're going to somewhere like from Denver to Tucson, Arizona, his hours would max out, say in New Mexico. So we spent the night in Albuquerque, did some content there, woke up the next day, and then traveled to Tucson, Arizona to continue the content, and then did the same thing in reverse coming back. So it's really hard to calculate how long the drive time is because we're, stopping and doing content at restaurants and with other content creators. For the next games, though, Lubbock and Kansas City, because we actually play Kansas in Arrowhead Stadium this year. We're going to be able to do a lot of stuff just in a straight shot, so it's going to be shorter trips.
Nice. All right. Let me see. Make sure. We want to address this. This will be a quick little segment also. And I don't know if you have any opinion on it, but the WNBA this year has been a great attraction, I think, with the two young rookies, of course, Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, and the rest of the cast, and also the MVP, of course, in Asia Wilson. What are your thoughts on the WNBA this year? As we've just had the championship happen right now with the Minnesota Lynx losing 62-67 to the New York Liberty as they win the WNBA finals.
Well, shout out to the Liberty getting their first one, man. Love women's basketball. Been a big supporter of it. Here's a fun fact, Chico. Yes, I probably wouldn't even know Coach Prime if it's not for women's basketball. I was doing a lot of supportive things for women's basketball at Jackson State. Coach Prime gets to Jackson State, and he's asking other coaches who are some of the alums that y'all count on to help for recruiting and, boosting the program. And Coach Tamika Reed, who was the women's basketball coach at the time, told Coach Prime about Neely and the works he does to support JSU athletics. And that was, the segue for me meeting him. And then when Shador came on his visit to Jackson State, I, hosted Shador that weekend for his visit. So love women's basketball, big supporter of it. I think what Clark has done to the game and Reese has done to the game, is only going to elevate it more and more. The more eyeballs you have on it, particularly on TV, the more the contracts are going to go up because it always follows the advertising.
100%. If the eyeballs are there, the advertisers are going to come. And at what point do you think we'll see, or will we ever see these women making maybe I wouldn't even say millions of dollars. I'll just say upwards about $750,000 a year. Something like that.
It's going to happen for some select players sooner than we think. But league wide, it's going to be a while again, just because eyeballs. When you have men's basketball on WNBA versus NBA, it is such a fixed product with the television deals and with the collective bargaining and all the things that go through the players' unions. They're just going to get a bigger piece. The NBA is going to have bigger salaries for a long time than the WNBA. But you're going to see annually these WNBA salaries start to increase because of the eyeball factor.
Yes. And that'll be a good thing. If you're Angel Reese, that she said, speaking on her Instagram Live on Wednesday, she said that her monthly rent is $8,000, totaling $96,000 for the year, while her WNBA salary was $73,000 and some change. She said Hayden pays them bills. She basically saying that, and she said here that her WNBA salary doesn't pay her bills at $8,000 per month. She has to make money otherwise, and luckily for her, I don't think she will be having to go overseas to play like some of the other WNBA players have to do because she has so many endorsements. I think she'll be fine.
Yeah, she's getting it. But I'm gonna tell you this now. I'm very familiar with Chicago, and whereas you just can't live anywhere in Chicago, when you living in a place that's $8,000 a month, you chose that. There's some very nice $5,000 and $4,000 a month places, in Chicago, overlooking Lake Michigan at that. So you don't come crying to me because you picked a place that's $8,000 a month. There are nice places cheaper than $8,000 a month in Chicago. Having said that, her salary will always be augmented and supported. She's one of those ones, just like Jordan, just like LeBron and others. Their endorsement salary is going to be way more than their contract salaries with their team.
Right. It's like Chad Ochocinco. I think they're saying that he didn't spend like 83% of his salary from football because he spent his endorsement money and things that he made otherwise from playing on the field. So somebody said in the chat she makes $3 million from endorsements. So I think that's what
I'd imagine it's more than that.
Could be more than that.
Yeah, but you can't compare, a choice you made to your salary. Like, I'm not finna sit here and wring my hands and say, woe is me for Angel Reese because she picked an $8,000 a month apartment.
Mm-hmm. Well, let us know what y'all think out there. $8,000, is that too much? I know there's
it ain't too much if you got it, but I ain't finna feel sorry for you. What I'm saying,
right? I'm not gonna be like, oh damn.
Let me put it this way: I bet if you go to the $8,000 a month apartment and open up one of them nice cabinets, ain't no King vitamin in there.
None at all, unless she likes them. And we forgot to add some bags of cereal too. Remember the bags of cereal?
Oh, dog, look, let me tell you something. Let me, Chico, put it on me. Let me be honest with the people for a minute. Put it just on me. Dear people who watching Sunday Night with Uncle Chico, please understand, at least 4 of the 5 cereals I'd mentioned in my draft, I ain't had the real cereal. I had the one out the bag. I had the imitation. So I was just telling you what it compared to using the real name. I love some cereal in a Ziploc bag. That's where it's at.
Some cereal in a Ziploc bag. The Honey Smacks came into the Ziploc bag too. The fake ones.
Everything came in a Ziploc. They just changed the name up a little bit.
Okay. Definitely did.
If the real name is Honey Smacks, the Ziploc bag would be Smack Honey.
Ingredients, smack, and honey.
Yeah. They can always change it up.
Yeah.
Hey, you remember that kids cartoon movie Kung Fu Panda?
Yeah.
I seen a bootleg version that was Chop Kick Panda. And all they did was switch the animals up. That's all they did. They just
had
switched
a
the animals up.
Named, was it Heathcliff?
Yeah,
it was supposed to be like Garfield, I think.
Yeah,
it was like the kiddo Garfield.
Hey man, look, God bless them bootleg series out there.
God bless them all. Big Dog Smack Honey. MDJ Original. Oh, now MDJ Original up in the chat. Appreciate you, Bill.
Hey, MDJ, you see I got it on, baby. You see I got it on.
So y'all know what to do, man. Y'all get in the chat right now. Let us know what y'all think. What y'all thinking about, what y'all think we should be talking about next week on the Uncle Chico show. Of course, we're coming off a big win once again at Arizona. What was the score? 34-7, I think. A big whooping.
Yeah, something like that, man.
Built to the rump.
As you lose track. We got Cincinnati coming to Boulder this week. Another conference game. The rest of our games on out are all in conference games, and so it's a big game for us. It is sold out. It is once again on national TV, and so you can't walk up to the ticket window to get a ticket. You're gonna have to go to Game Time, and if you go to Game Time, create your account, use the code BUFFS, and we're gonna knock $20 off that ticket. But I'm telling you,
say that again.
You go to Game Time. It's an app called Game Time. Create you an account. You can order your tickets, see where the seats are, and if you use the code BUFFS. The pregame show is taking $20 off your ticket for that first purchase.
That right there. And then words of Rick James is cold-blooded. Get you some with Game Time.
Unity! What you crazy?
All right, guys. Hey, man. This is another episode of Uncle Chico.
Hold on. Right before you go, Chico. Right before you log us out. Hold on. Because somebody asked something. And I
can't forget the super chats either. I forgot the super chats last week. We appreciate any super chats y'all give us for the $5.99, $4.99, $1.99, whatever 99. We appreciate the donations and the support for both channels. The pregame show, you can subscribe right now. Also, Big Dog Chico, you can subscribe on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter on both channels. Salute the Reverend BJ Nelson out in San Francisco checking in. He said, salute Neely and Chico. West Side, he throwing it up. The change, the goal again. SOS, same old stuff.
Somebody asked what the game is going to be on. Appreciate that. Keithlin Warner, that $1.99 super chat. Shiloh is indeed a true leader. What a bounce back for him. Yes, the next game against Cincinnati, sold out here, is going to be on ESPN. Another late night kickoff if you're on the East Coast. So it's going to be 8:15 p.m. Mountain Time. That's 10:15 p.m. on the East Coast. We'll bring you the press conferences post-game, and then also the pregame show, DNVR, post-game live as well after that. So it's going to be another late night, but I'm looking forward to that Cincinnati game, Chico, because we should be able to send them back to Ohio with the L, and that will be another step up the ladder for us in the Big 12 conference rankings, because we're trying to not only get Miss Peggy to a bowl game, which takes 6 wins, we're trying to be in that 1 or 2 spots going into the Big 12 championship.
Yeah, and Coach Prime said not just any type of bowl game. We're trying to get to a good bowl game for Miss Peggy and for all the fans out there who support Coach Prime. I got a lot of video from the crowd. I got to post too, man. It always not surprises me, but it's just amazing to see so many fans come from everywhere supporting Coach Prime once again. Nobody said it at the beginning of the show, but I just want to make sure I say it again. And whatever bowl game that we can get to after this win at home versus Cincinnati and so on, wherever bowl game we can get to, I know that, the fans are going to turn out in a major way.
Julius, excellent point, Chico. Julius Smith asks, who's coming for recruiting? It's going to be a big recruiting weekend. I think you could take the first syllable of your name and say it twice. That's one of the people who's going to be coming this weekend. But we have a long list of recruits coming to visit for this Cincinnati game.
Hey, that might be breaking news right here. Unc said take the first 2 letters of the name right there, and that should tell you who will be there. JK said I can't spell.
He can spell, he just can't type. He's so happy he won that cereal draft. He just off it.
Hey man, I'm good to go, baby. I'm ready to go tonight. I'm gonna have me a victory cigar. O'Shea Sharp, give me some of them Black and Miles or the Yak Hennessy or something.
Man, you in the Arizona streets, you go around the corner to 24-hour Walgreens, you go down that cereal aisle, and you get some Diggum Smacks.
They're about to get the smacking out here tonight on this Indian Trail Road. I think they got plenty of clubs out here, all on this little spot right here. Y'all, hey, plenty of clubs. Your boy might go out here. It's Sunday night. I don't know how they do on Sunday night, but I know Sunday night in Hawaii is just like Saturday night. But I'll be getting out of here in the morning.
Arizona don't sleep, baby. Arizona don't even recognize daylight saving time. So you up and at them, man. You be safe out in them zona streets. We got that win. You still there. Safe travels back to the islands when you go across the ocean back to Hawaii. And you're gonna be able to find us next Sunday night, right here. On Chico Live.
Yes, indeed. Once again, I appreciate you guys joining wherever you're joining in from. Y'all know what to do, man. Hit the like, subscribe, please. Join the channel, comment, and all the other good stuff. Until next time, it's Uncle Chico Live. We up out of this thing. Peace in the Middle East. Yeah!